I'd like to share with you a few words in regard to the cooperation with Amy and Rob Brazil in terms of buying a land. First of all, let me introduce myself and say a few words about myself. Well, I was born in Poland, but lived many years in the U.S. Being in the U.S. for all these years, I was forced to rent a house or an apartment, and this process required me to um, not only pay a lot of money for the renting, but also asking someone else to give me a chance to live in his or apartment, just begging for mercy. And if I'm approved, I had to pay a lot of money. Well, this is what happened to me, not only to me, of course, but I used to live in Poland in my own house, and it was extremely difficult for me to renting over and over a new apartment or a new studio or a new house, whatever it would be. That's why finally, being in Poland, I decided to buy a land and to build a house on it, even a tiny, small, decent, but my own, for which I will not be able to, I will not be forced to pay any money and ask someone else's for permission. That's why I started to search an appropriate land for me, and I took into account three states: Washington State, Texas, and Arizona. Washington State, where I lived many years, and I feel very comfortable there, despite the fact that many people think this is not good state because there is a lot of raining there, which is not true. In fact, Texas, because the land is uh, relatively cheap and a lot of sun, heat, which is also good for me. In Arizona, where I live for a couple of years, and I started to uh, uh, search for a good land for me, and because Texas was the only, I would say, free state in terms of restrictions. I mean, the so-called COVID and the restrictions related to it. The only state which was free was Texas. That's why I started from Texas and was searching. Of course, I found a lot of offers, and many of them look uh, suitable for me. And after some time, I have chosen one offer and contacted the seller, and and we started the process of uh, selling and buying. But after some time, when the process was advanced, I even signed a contract with that person. It turned out that he doesn't answer my questions, doesn't he didn't he didn't answer my question, he didn't contact me, he didn't try to dissipate my doubts, and just give me some more details related to my questions. It made me very much worried because I had to pay deposit using my card, using my bank account. And after some time, long time of waiting for his answers, for his mercy to answer, I decided to give up. And fortunately, it was a paragraph which enabled me to cancel that contract, which I did. But how much trouble I went through, this is only me who knows. That's why the next time I was more cautious, more careful, not to go through too fast and find out and learn more about a potential seller. I was searching, and finally I came through an offer by Amy and Rob Brazil, a number of offers. And because of my previous experience, bad experience, I was very careful and wanted to find out more about them. But my first impression was positive because, first of all, they said they have written they are not going to, they're not able to come over or to meet with a potential buyer at a land location. I thought myself that a scammer, a possible scammer, would not say this way. A potential scammer would rather hide some things. If they say this way, it looks rather they are honest. That was my first impression. And what's more, they are a couple. And I don't know why, but I simply felt some positive vibrations, some positive attitude to them. And I simply felt that they may not be scammers. They don't want to deceive others. That's why I went ahead and started to verify and check still to make me more certain in regard to the sellers. And I have reached Amy's video. She explained who they are, how does the whole process looks like to dissipate some concerns, and she was successful. Um, what's more, um, I entered mm, website, not only website, but mm, um, social media information, and there were some videos, there were some other people's opinions about Emmy and Rob, about mm, cooperation with them. They were positive. So I was more and more convinced that I was right at the first time, at the beginning rather, and that's why I decided to buy the land they offer. But it turned out that the land was already sold. Therefore, I thought myself that it would be better to wait for any other uh, offers given by Amy and Rob than looking for something else. And I was waiting. I was waiting until a new offers appeared. And once I saw them, I was already convinced that I should buy one of them, buy one of the offered lands, and probably I was the first who contacted them when the new offer came up, and we started the process. We started the process of selling, buying the um, the process was relatively simple and straightforward. Mm, everything was given, provided with a simple language, with a simple approach, and everything was clear and understandable. The whole description of this land, all the details, and the whole process they offered a payment plan to pay something at the beginning and then a number of installments. Um, and it was comfortable for any potential buyer. As for me, it was done much quicker finally, but in general, the offer and the approach and the attitude and the description, the way of doing uh, was attractive. And so I contacted them, and we started the process. I paid something from the beginning, and within a few months, the process has been finished, and I bought the land. What is the most important, extremely important was for me, it was that any of my questions, any of my contact with Amy and Rob and their co-worker was answered immediately. What caused that I could sleep well, I could sleep calmly, without any worry, without any problem on mind. That's really very important. This immediate communication, because you are more and more convinced that those persons are good people, are right contractors, and they don't want to deceive you, just the opposite. They want to sell you the land or any other property in a um, simple way. Mm, they are honest and sincere. Um, so the whole process of buying the land uh, has finished successfully, and now I am in the possession of that land, and I'm glad that I had a chance to buy the land uh, through Amy and Rob. Uh, and my decision to contact them at the beginning was fully right. Um, I am still thinking about buying one more land, and the only persons of whom I am thinking in terms of buying that land, in fact, in Washington state, of which I mentioned earlier, uh, are Emmy and Rob Brazil. So my uh, profound recommendation, if you are thinking about buying a land or any other property, is to contact them, is to contact Emmy and Rob Brazil to feel comfortable, to dissipate any worries, to put aside any problems related to buying a property, and be successful. Thank you.